Mm. All right, people. So we're talking about the SnyderVerse. You know, they said the SnyderVerse would never come again, but it will. It has to. We're going to talk a little bit about the SnyderVerse for a brief minute. I have not been actually updating on the different things that are happening in the SnyderVerse, but we're going to talk anyway about it. If you feel like you want to talk on the stream right now, you want to talk about the SnyderVerse, then pop on, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? We're rolling through. So if you want to, just jump on, be my guest. That's the link, right? The link is in the chat section. As you can see, that's the link there to join. Click that link, mute your mic, be respectful, and we roll. All right. So a couple things I want to do, but first, let me just hit up all the people in the SnyderVerse and all the people supporting this and saying restore the SnyderVerse. And of course, we are looking to restore the Ayer cut. I'm sorry, release the Ayer cut. We want HBO Max and Warner Media to do so. But even so, I just want to talk about this one thing that I think, we're all about up in here, right? First of all, on April the 4th, it's gonna this big hashtag event, hashtag restore the SnyderVerse is gonna be trending at 2:14 UTC time. Okay, that'll be somewhere around 9 something in the morning Atlantic Standard Time for me. I don't know for you. Maybe if you're in the East Coast, that's 8 something. I think if you're on the West Coast, that will be 5 something. Okay. Actually, let me check. That'll be 8 something. And on the West Coast, yep. It'll be 5 something in the morning. Okay. But nonetheless, we're going to stream that. But there's another thing. I want you guys to sign the petition. The petition. There's a petition going around. Maybe I'll put the link in the comment, in not the comment section here, but in the comments whenever I can get my hands on it. So when this stream actually becomes a YouTube video, I'll put it in the comment section. It's not going to be in the chat section this time. All right, but I want you guys to also sign the petition because we're still short of 50,000 people signing the petition. We got 46,000 people have signed the petition, but that's not enough. So we need to get it circulated. And of course, I put it in the community section. There is a list of events that will happen this month. So stay tuned, guys. Follow the events. I think the next day. So I think the Easter Sunday, which will be April the 4th, the Easter Sunday, I believe, is when we are going to do hashtag restore the SnyderVerse. And then the next day, I believe we're doing the Ayer cut, release the Ayer cut. And I think, I'm trying to remember, but I think we're going to also be doing hashtag, or is it at, I'm not too sure, but hashtag Deathstroke HBO Max. Okay, that's one of the key event things. And I think we're going to do the Batfleck movie as well. So we're really pushing. And of course, a lot of news out there. You guys can talk about all the news that is out there. I think a lot of the channels extensively cover that. So I'm not going to cover that this time. All right. So it's one thing. I'm going to step away from the mic and I'm going to come back to the microphone. What extra thing I want to talk to you guys about? So in the movie Justice League, there was many really great scenes in the movie of Justice League. I'm not gonna lie to you. Many great scenes. But one of the things that I enjoyed about the movie was the fact that, some people class this movie as a Batman. Some people class this movie as a Superman movie. Some people class this movie as a cyborg movie. Whatever. It obviously was a group of people that came together for a common cause and for a common good. Me personally, what I enjoyed about Justice League is the fact that in spite of the fact that we have never seen in live action Batman interface with superpowered beings, being optimistic and hopeful. Now we did see it in the theatrical cut some, but not to the extent of which Batman was in this particular version. But to see a hopeful Batman, and that's unlike the corrector, right? The corrector's generally, it's not hopeless, but he's somewhat of he's someone who's preventative. He's not someone who like encourages people to thrive and shine, right? He's not the greatest encourager in the world. Let's put it that way. He puts you through a grind, but he's not. So it was interesting to see him, you know, looking for ways and means to encourage people along, encourage them how to be at their best. You know, Barry, he encouraged Barry to be at his best, you know, and I just thought that was pretty interesting. I think of all the characters, I think Aquaman's character was the one that actually, which is strange because in the other cut he seemed to be more prominent. Was the character that was how do I put it? We never really saw him get cut. We knew of his past with his mother, but we never really saw any tragedy with him otherwise. Okay. But you look at, you know, Diana with the Amazons, you know, Cyborg with his parents. Anyway, the point I'm making is that in this movie, very quickly, I saw a Batman that was optimistic and encouraging of other people to develop themselves, which is a little bit different. Batman's not necessarily that kind of, he's can be hard on, he can be hard on people and stuff like that. And I think it was on Twitter, I saw a beautiful image of Batman leaving the cemetery after Superman's death, alone, walking through the road through the cornfields. And I thought about when also he turned away from Alfred when he was in Wayne Manor and he walked through the cornfields, you know, and he's talking about, you know, being a hunter. And those two images superimpose themselves in BVS. For BVS, one's walking away seeking to murder someone and it's predatorial, and the other's walking away alone, having now to pull everybody together. You know, he was saying, you know, I always sought for ways to divide us, and now I need to bring us together, you know. And so Leroy Kong is in the building. Hello, great live. I hope The Rock gets through to DC. He wants the SnyderVerse. All right, all right. And Larry Kong says, WB, not DC, sorry. All right, all right. So I thought that those two images captured a lot of what Batman, his journey to bring the team together, in which Wonder Woman didn't even go with him initially. And almost every time, the only person who did not turn down Batman out of all of the team members that he approached to join the team was Barry Allen, right? So, but I just find it interesting the dynamic of the characters. It was something that was different in the sense that, one, like I said, this is not your typical Batman, and then, of course, the iteration of Batman, the age of Batman, everything, and then the uniqueness in how these other characters were presented. You know, Cyborg and the Flash, and Aquaman. These other three, these three other individuals who come together, and just the unlikeness of them coming together, I thought it was just very unique to this movie. Pick of Shades, what's up, man? I actually looked at your review, but I was falling asleep on myself last night. I was going to look at your unbiased review, and I was listening to it, and I fell asleep. And I tried again, and I fell asleep. So I just went to sleep. Yeah, last night. So I'm gonna go look at that review again. It was playing in my head while I was sleeping, but still, it's not the same. You know, to me, this is a unique combination of elements that Zack Snyder put together in this movie. You know, and I just think it's very special. It's interesting to see now this sort of universal acceptance of the Snyder Cut, and even people wanting to see more of the story, wanting to see more of this universe. I was watching at some Marvel fans on YouTube, and they were like, "This movie smokes everything that Marvel ever had. Infinity War, uh, and Endgame." They were like, "This smokes Infinity War and Endgame." And it was crazy to hear them say that. I was looking at them, they're reacting to the actual watching of the movie. And I was like, wow. And there was a guy who was like real DC fan. You can tell he's pure DC. And they were breaking down why and so on. But I'm just saying that there's something special about this movie. And of course, HBO Max hasn't put out any numbers, and Warner Media hasn't put out anything. And that's okay, because we know that this has got to continue onwards. Now, some people are saying, well, The Rock, he might be able to push it. Listen, let me tell you the two people, as I said before, and I will say it again, who are backing this movie. The people who are backing this movie are James Gunn. James Gunn already defended us. All right? And the other guy is David Ayer. I'm sorry, not David Ayer. The Rock, right? He wants it. He's always wanted it. He's always been talking about him versus Henry Cavill and so on. So he definitely wants it. And I think that makes a big difference. And then also think about this part of the whole equation. The fact that also James Gunn came out and said what he said. And also think about this. I haven't heard a single director, whether it's James Wan or Patty Jenkins or even David Sandberg, say that they are not trying to work off of BVS. It's like Dave Sandberg embraces BVS. Patty Jenkins embraces Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know, The Rock embraces Zack Snyder's Justice League. Um, uh, you have James Gunn defending Snyder fans. And even though in the media they're still harping on the fact, and they're talking about Snyder fans as if we did this, Snyder fans, panning Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong, which actually came out today. So you guys should, if you're going to want to see Godzilla versus Kong, please do. I would love to, but I don't know if it's on Google Play. If it's on Google Play, I can get access to it. If not, then I can't get access to it. And I still got some money problems that I got to deal with. But nonetheless, what I'm saying to you guys is that I'm excited to see how the SnyderVerse continues onwards. Okay, I even watched at the CW Superman story, and he's wearing back his normal Superman outfit, not the one with the underwear on the outside. And it seems pretty interesting. I mean, there's some stuff in there that's, but you can see they're borrowing elements from Smallville, and they're borrowing elements from Man of Steel, and I like that. So I can see that they are trying to build off of Zack Snyder's stuff. And what particularly gets me angry, though, is the people who, even the executives who are saying, "Oh, no, we don't want Snyder and we don't want the Snyderverse," but you're ripping off everything that he did, whether it's his slow-mo. I saw it in DCU Online, or even your upcoming movies you want to source or go back to BVS and stuff. If you don't want Zack Snyder in the equation, why are you using his stuff? And it reminds me of people who sabotage other people and then try to take what they're doing and try and do it, and usually they can't do it as well. Leroy Khan says again, Zack Snyder's Justice League is way better than all 23 MCU movies. I don't really watch MCU movies, so I can't really tell you. But what I'll tell you is this. I think that it's really incredible to hear Marvel fans praising Zack Snyder now. It's like everything kind of come full circle. And I would love for people to, like what I'm doing right now, is parallels between Man of Steel, BVS, and Justice League, Zack Snyder Justice League, because I showed you guys with Superman comes back and gets re-energized by the sun. I've showed prevailing themes, and I'm going to be showing you a lot of prevailing themes from the three movies, and not just prevailing themes, but actually threads that knit the three movies together so nicely. And when I was on Twitter, one of the people on Twitter said something that was really cool. It was they were saying that basically Zack Snyder's Justice League is a trilogy, right? And here's the interesting thing: up to Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is the Snyder Cut we're talking about, is also a trilogy. You know, I hear a lot of people talking about, you know, we need to have Man of Steel 2. No, Man of Steel 2 was Batman v Superman. It continued from Man of Steel 1. And Man of Steel 3, that's the Snyder Cut. That's Justice League. Now, some people, you know, I also hear some people say, you know, when you think about it, though, BVS and Justice League are Batman films, because Batman got a lot more to do in them. And I say, no. All three films are Superman. It's the journey of Superman. And yes, Batman plays a pivotal role in Superman's absence. And because this is what they're saying. They're saying Superman's going to be evil next. And because Superman's going to be evil next, that means that, you know, we're dealing with, you know, Batman again having to go up against Superman. And I'm saying, okay, fine. But listen, say what you want about Superman. It's a Superman story. Okay, because eventually in the 6th installment, which will be Justice League 3, Superman's going to come out shining light that everybody expects. Fully baptized. He's been to the bad side, he's been to the good side, and all of that, right? And I heard one person say, well, Superman is manipulated. If you kill Lois Lane, you trip off Superman. No, that's wrong again. Superman can survive Lois's death. Here's the problem. It's the manner in which Lois Lane is killed that can really affect Superman, especially if she has an unborn child inside of her, which we know now from the Snyder Cut is there. She has a baby inside, right? Yeah, so if you guys want to hop on here, I got, man, nah, not today. I gotta get stepping. But what I'll say to you guys is I just wanted to share this with you guys. Know that the Snyder Cut has to happen. The SnyderVerse, sorry, has to happen. The Snyder Cut's already happened. The SnyderVerse has to happen. And one of the things, the priorities we need to see is David Ayer's Suicide Squad come out. However, let me make it abundantly clear to each and every one of you guys, and I send this message very strongly. Please do not try to encourage people to boycott any movie. Don't encourage people to boycott Godzilla vs. Kong or Suicide Squad or any one of those things. Don't do that. Let the movies play out. If they do well, great. If they don't do well, well. But the point is, at the end of the day, stay focused on what you're invested in. And I am invested in seeing the restoration, complete restoration of the SnyderVerse, because I'm looking forward to Black Adam clashing with the Justice League. I want to see that. Now he's going to be clashing with the Justice League. He's going to be clashing with, you know, Dr. Fate and the Justice League of America. Yeah, but we want the JLA, in other words. But the Justice League, and mind you, the Justice League now has 7 members, not 6. Y'all don't forget that. We got Martian Manhunter in the building, Superman, Cyborg, Aquaman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, and Batman. That's 7. All right, we got 7 members in the Justice League. Don't forget that now, lest you get fooled. We got 7 members. And what was it? Unite the 7. We were always wondering who was the 7th guy. Well, the 7th guy was Marshall Manhunter. We thought it was going to be Green Lantern. But in all fairness, Martian Manhunter was an original Justice League member. So he deserved to be in there too. What do you guys say to that? All right, man, that's it for me. Picashays, what's up? Picashay says they better not rename Black Adam as Shaz Adam, like how Bendis just did in the comics. Oh my God. Leroy Kong says Justice Society in Black Adam, Justice League in Black Adam 2. Yeah, man, that's a great setup. And you know it's gonna be epic. That's why they want. That's why shit. Ain't nobody could do epic like Zack Snyder. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't want to say no more about that except to say shout out to each and every one of you guys. Have a blessed day. But before we go, I'm going to hit you with a piece of scripture because that's what I do. Don't forget to support AFSP if you haven't. That's the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Also, please support Feeding America. You can do it in several different ways. One is to retweet it all the time, or if you can, send a donation. All right? All right, let's get into it. Blessed are the poor in spirit, because there's the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. And blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Now, let me just say this. All those three are kind of together in a way. When bad things happen to good people, a lot of people say, well, why bad things happen to good people? I'm telling you why. Very simple. Okay? Bad things happen to good people so that good could show up off of the bad. If everything was good, then you couldn't see the good, right? So that's the reason. Now, let's go to, what is this saying? Poor in spirit. Poor in spirit happens when you are at your lowest. And that's the crazy thing, because he's saying happy, blessed are you. What does it mean by that? You know, a lot of people who are depressed or have depression don't realize it. And once they can realize they're depressed, they have to ask themselves, why am I depressed? I'm lacking something. What am I lacking? Once you realize what you're lacking, then you can take steps and measures to rectify the situation and get yourself elevated. Now, over the weekend, if everything works out well and I get some money, some cash flow back at me, I'm going to be watching more of the Snyder Cut. But I do want to do one more thing on this channel. I want to do something special for somebody on this channel who've been viewing this channel all the time. I want to be able to have you have some joy in your life. And so I want to add to your joy in some way, shape, or form. So if I can, I'm going to tell you, and then probably I'll tell you in the next segment what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do something special for one of the people on here. Somebody's going to get that special surprise. Okay. So the people who poor in spirit are people who are depressed, let's say. I just helped out a gentleman yesterday who he was down and out because he had 5 children to feed. You know, he going around begging people for money. I say, hey, yo, come, I got something for you to do. And I got him to do X, Y, and Z that I wanted him to do around the house in the back. And then after that, he got paid. Ninja got paid. Ninja got rolling. And all I'm saying to y'all is be a blessing to different people as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Be a light. I like to see people happy. I love to see people smiling. I love to see people in a happy place. It makes me happy personally. So blessed are they that mourn, they shall be comforted. Okay, what does that mean? Well, yo, if you are suffering or you're sad or you're mournful, you're depressed in some way, shape, or form, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. But like Joseph Campbell so correctly said, the people who carry the beacon sometimes forward, they're the ones who get the most adversity because they're breaking ground and they're doing unique things. And unfortunately, I really wish that Autumn was here with us today, you know, because if she could have weathered that storm, but it wasn't meant to be. So here's what's happening. There's a lot of other people like Autumn out there, okay? Talented, gifted people, but they're under a burden that's very overwhelming. What we got to do, and this is what the Snyder Cut is all about. We got to be able to help them with their burdens. You always, in a multitude of people, you get great counsel, but you also get great relief and comfort, especially these people are progressive and they're caring and they're concerned. So I just want to tell you guys this, all right? Because I got to put it out there. This is what I'm all about anyway. You guys try to always look for ways to be an encouragement to somebody else and a beacon of light to someone else, to be able to help them with their burdens. Sometimes somebody just need to talk a little bit, just about what's bugging them, and let them realize they're not alone, that they share a common difficulties, common problems that all us human beings, all of us on this earth have at some point or the other. That way, it can lessen the burden and lessen the difficulty that they're going through. All right. Last but not least, it says here, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. It takes a certain degree of humility for us to be able to approach different people, especially people who are telling us hurtful things. But if you could be humble enough, you could reach a lot more people than if you are not humble. And like those executives out there, you're trying to block something which could make the greater good for the company, for yourself, and for everybody else. Guys, we got to stay humble. Look at Zack Snyder. He's a pretty humble guy. You don't see him defending himself right now. We're defending him. You know why? Because God said we got to defend him. He always puts somebody in place to defend you. So you don't ever need to defend yourself. And he always proves the truth. The truth don't need no defense. The truth will come to light. So remember this as we move forward. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm out of here. Lyricon says, peace to you. Peace to you, brother. Ricochet says, what good have I not done to deserve this? What bad have I done to deserve this? Yeah, a lot of people think the question, what bad have I done to deserve this, is a weird way to look at it. But like you said right there, Pick a Shades, which is very revealing. What good have I not done to deserve this? You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, what why are we alive? How did we earn being alive and breathing in and breathing out? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We alive. We don't know why we alive. Okay, my mom and my dad came together, but I could have died while I was being born and all that stuff. It didn't happen, right? So we grateful. I always tell people, be grateful for life, because that's the start of everything. And like Pick a Shades, like you said, so pretty deep stuff you just said there, really. Um, you know, it's if you're grateful for life, which was given to you, it's a gift, right? We we didn't bring ourselves into existence, right? I didn't bring myself into existence. I didn't say, all right, I want to be born, and I just came, right? No, somebody brought me into the world, and I'm glad I'm here, though. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do nothing to deserve to be here. I can't say it's my right to be here. Okay, I can say that. But what I mean is, I can't say that I did something to be here. None of us did anything to be here. We're here. And that's the important thing. So just similarly, we shouldn't be so hard on people, and always trying to make them prove themselves and make them feel justified, because they here just like how we here. They just kind of popped out, and I was like, breathe some air, and I was alive. We should be saying, man, we so damn lucky. We lucky. You know what I'm saying? Because we alive. So when bad things happen to good people, right? Shit, we wasn't supposed to be here to begin with. Yeah. All right, man, peoples. I'm out of here. It was nice talking to you guys. Stay positive. Love my Snyder Cut people to death. Love Zack Snyder. Love all the cast and crew. Love all of you guys. It's been a pleasure just sharing time with you guys. Do know this is business, though, so I'm gonna have to make some money off of this. But other than that, it's all good. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I am Christ. I am disciple, aka Handsome Philip. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm gonna catch you guys in a bit. Peace. Oops, that's the wrong thing.